Marhaba everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Senna. Do you guys hear that? That's the start of the Homebodies Club 2025. Oh my god, it's been so long. It's been so long since I've recorded. We have obviously been through this before. My absence, it's the same reasons. If I'm being completely honest, I just got busy. The end of the year was so hectic and overwhelming for me. Like literally, in order to get your guys' orders done and shipped out, I was working like 14, 15, 16, 17 hours a day to get them fulfilled and out as fast as possible, especially because I kept getting new orders and orders were getting lost and things like that. So it was really something. Then I was out of office. I actually traveled to go spend some time with my family. So I stayed there until the beginning of this year. Came back exhausted because I went by myself with 2 kids. So if you guys know that struggle, the struggle was struggling, you know, 2 kids on the plane by myself. Oh my god, it was wild, you guys. It was so wild. Then I got back here and every day felt like a different thing was happening. Even today, I mean, I got ready and I was like ready to film for a while, but then one thing happened, and then another thing happened, and then another thing, and then I'm like, now it's like dark outside. This is really going to be like the end of the vlog that I was supposed to post weeks ago. Like, I don't even know when the footage was, like what the first date was, but I just have some like random footage for you. So I apologize that this vlog is probably so chaotic and random and I don't even remember the stuff that happens in it. I'm gonna edit the video and we're gonna be discovering it almost for the first time together, you know what I mean? So, guess what? I officially have a bookish update. Officially. I finished Keeping 13 and I finished Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. So now I'm 55% done with Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. So we're getting there, and then I officially started Beartown, and I'm only like 6 chapters in, but so far, the beginning of that, wow, it already feels like my heart's heavy, like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? What's the tragedy? What's this about? So excited for that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't started an ebook on my Kindle because the only one that I had that I wanted to read this month was Metal Slinger, and I just want to put all of my focus into Beartown. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if you guys are like this, but I'm very much like, I want to do 100 activities at once. I don't feel like, I feel so excited to do so many cozy hobbies that I'm like, oh my god, I want to play a cozy game, I want to read, I want to listen to an audiobook, I want to, like, I feel like you don't have time to do everything that I want to do. Anyways, fulfilled some orders.
Oh, you was that model? Must be morphine. You don't mind that model? What model? Said British champion. That model, what my sister took a fancy to. That model lives in the big house over there.
That scared me. I have some packages that are ready to be dropped off. Okay. The packages, the shipping is taking so long. And I'm not talking about me getting the orders fulfilled. I'm talking about actual shipping, like sending it to the post office. It's taking like 2 weeks, you guys. I know that it gets super delayed around this time of the year because people are just making so many orders online, but it really is taking such a long time for you guys to receive your packages. Like, I didn't realize just how long it was taking. So can you guys believe it's literally the last month of the year? How did 2024 go by so fast? I'm in shock, genuinely. We're almost in 2025. Like, what? It did not used to feel like time was passing by this fast. It really didn't. I felt like I could enjoy, savor the moments, the time. It didn't feel like the days were just going by like this, and feeling like, oh my god, every day is just a repeat of the last one. Maybe tomorrow we'll go to like a bookstore or something like that, you know, kind of zhuzh up the vlog, spice them up a little bit by going to a bookstore. Okay. Marhaba everyone, welcome back to, I have no idea what day this is because I started the vlog I think last week or something, and I've been so busy that I didn't get a proper chance to sit down and film. Also, it's been a little bit hard to film because my scalp has been very irritated. If you guys have been here, I've talked about it before. I don't know what's going on with my scalp. I think I'm having an allergic reaction to the shampoo that I'm using because that's the only thing that's pretty much different in my hair routine, I guess. So I stopped that, so I'm gonna see if that helps calm down my scalp. Anyways, putting on my scarf was really making my scalp feel itchy and irritated, so that's another reason why I didn't I didn't get the chance to film much, because I've been trying to just let my scalp calm down a little bit, you know. Okay, let's give you guys a little reading update. Physical books that I'm reading. Finally, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm reading Beartown. I'm not that far into it, but man, that first page, how it starts, I'm on page like 75. That first page, how it starts, was very like, what? For a second, it took me a minute to understand the writing style, because it's very different than what I'm used to. It's kind of told, like, each paragraph kind of feels like it's talking about a different person, you know what I mean? And there's like so many different people, so you kind of have to like really pay attention to who they're talking about, who they're related to, what their role is, all that stuff. So I'm almost like a fourth of the way. What isn't it? Yeah, it's like 400 some pages. Well, almost a fourth of the way done with this book. I'll probably try to read more of it today. The next book that I picked up recently, I think on Friday or something, from Barnes, is this one. It says What My Mother and I Don't Talk About. So it's pretty much a book of, I think, 15 different people that talk about their relationship and the dynamics between their mothers, and I felt like this was very interesting for me to pick up and read. On audio, I'm still listening to the last Harry Potter. Again, I was working a lot, but I felt so overwhelmed with the amount of orders that I had to get done and everything that at one point I was like, I just need some lo-fi. Like, I just don't want to listen to anything. I don't want to feel overstimulated. You know what I mean? And on my Kindle, I'm reading A Metal Slinger. So yeah, I don't think I'm even that far into that book. I think I'm the furthest into the audiobook. I'm about 20% into the last book, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready for the series to end, even though it's taken me quite a bit of time to finish it. But you know when you like start a book or you're reading a book and you're purposely taking so long to finish like the end of it because you're like not ready for it to end? That's how I am a lot of the time with series. Anyways, so I'm reading 4 books at a time. So the sweatshirt that I'm wearing is very fitting. Minimum requirement, wait, is that what it says? Yeah. Minimum requirement, 3 books, and I'm on 4. Why do I do that to myself? It's fun. It's fun to be like, what do I want to read? What am I in the mood for? In other news, inshallah, I'm going to California next week, and I have a lot of orders that I need to get done. So I will be sitting in this chair until further notice, because today, technically, I put today as the cutoff date for people to order to hopefully get it before the end of the year. And the reason why I do that, I feel like sometimes I like leave on a certain date, but then people will be like, okay, well, why can't you fulfill the order until like the day before? And that's really because I make the orders based off of like what you guys are ordering. So I have to also order the sweatshirts, so I have to wait for my shipment to come in before I can fulfill your guys' orders. And sometimes that takes a while, especially towards the end of the year, because it's just taking a lot of the shipments are just naturally delayed because so many people are making orders. So that's why I kind of have to put the cutoff like quite a bit of time before I actually leave, to give myself enough time to hopefully receive that last package of sweatshirts and actually have time to make them. Because I don't know, like sometimes you guys order like a pretty significant amount, you know what I mean? Anywho, so yeah, that's the sitch. So I'll be sitting here working on that, hopefully getting maybe a lot of audiobook reading done, because I feel good. I'm drinking this very large, look at it compared to my head. It's because of the ice though, but it's a very large protein shake. Multiple people have been asking me about this sweatshirt, this new design, because I've posted it on my Instagram. And originally I was gonna try to release them this month. However, a lot of the tote bags / colors for the sweatshirts that came in, I didn't really like them, so I had to do like returns and then try other products. So all of that back and forth has caused the delay in like when I want to release them. So I thought, you know what, new year, new products, new design styles, which I'm so excited for. Like, this is so cute, I love it. It's very me. Like, I was wearing this yesterday and I felt so cute. I feel so cute in like my bookish things, my cozy gaming sweatshirts, like, I don't know. And then I love when I go to like bookstores or I'm just out and about and people are like, oh my God, where'd you get that sweatshirt from? And I'm like, from my shop, from my own shop. Oh my God. So yeah, that's the situation. Oh my God, I feel like I've been talking at a speed of like 100 words a second because I feel like I'm so overwhelmed. Like, oh my God. This is technically supposed to be like my December reading wrap up. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about all the books that I finished in December. Okay. So I finished 6 books. Oh, just kidding. I DNF'd 1 book. So technically I finished 5 books last month. Wasn't a great reading. Wasn't like a fast reading month for me. And again, just mainly because I was so busy and overwhelmed. And when I spent time with my family, I really didn't get a chance to read. I think I read maybe 1 page. So that's life. Anyways, so wow, last month's books seem like so far away. Anyways, the first book that I finished was Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I listened to that on audiobook. Such a different experience. I still am thinking about the Harry Potter books, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I now want to do like another reread, but I want to actually read them instead of listening to them, because I feel like there's so much information and details that you don't get in the movies, and it just feels like a whole different experience. So that, I finished that book, and then I finished again Harry Potter and then Deathly Hallows, also an audiobook. Oh my god, I finished 3 Harry Potter books last month. Oh my god, see, I'm forgetting. Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and the Deathly Hallows. Those are 3 of the 5 that I finished. You guys. So those 3 done. I DNF'd the Cinnamon Bun bookstore. I couldn't. I don't know why. I just felt like I was reading that and it kind of felt forced. So I just DNF'd it temporarily because I wasn't into it as much as I thought I was at that moment. Like, I was just thinking about reading other books. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to force myself to do this. Let me just read a different book. So DNF'd that. I finished Keeping 13, and a couple days ago, on Saturday, I started Saving 6. And then the last book that I finished is What My Mother and I Don't Talk About. And I gave that book like a no rating just because it was people's like personal anecdotes about their relationship with like certain family members, specifically their mothers, and how certain things like shaped that bond that they had with her. So it was very interesting to see other people's experiences and just how they viewed their relationships with their moms and their dads, and the things that they went through that like led them where they are now. That's just like the type of book that it was, you know? I don't know, I didn't feel like the month was filled with like some like juicy books that I was like, wow, this month was like a solid month of reading, especially because the Harry Potter books, I already read them before. I already watched the movies before. They were just like rereads, but I was just listening to them for the first time on audiobook. So I kind of felt like I was just reading 2 books, Keeping 13 and then What My Mother and I Don't Talk About. So that's why I feel like it's a little bit of a slower reading month. Anyway, for this month, I already finished a couple books, but I think I'm just gonna save those books for hopefully January's reading wrap up. But what I was gonna say about that is I'm not gonna put a TBR for this month because again, it's very busy and I don't think I'm gonna make it. Like, I don't feel like I'm going to stick to that TBR. So I'm calling January a free-for-all month. Whatever I'm in the mood for, I'm gonna listen to it, I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna consume the story, and it's just gonna, that's it. It's as simple as that. I anticipate that this month, because I'm so busy and because of travel plans that we have at the end of the month, that most of the books I'm gonna read are going to be on my Kindle, because I just read faster like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's that. If you're new here, don't forget to join the Cozy family and join the Homebodies club and just be a part of this cutie little club that we have going on. Thank you, and you'll see me in the next one. Bye. Bye. Bye.